The energy debt recovery levy is the levy that has already been allocated for the issuance of the ESLA or energy bonds. It's committed. You can't do anything about it. The SPT is a very big feature of our revenue. It gives billions of cedis, which still seems not to boost the entire pot of tax revenue in the country. Our sector accounts for about 12 to 14%, depending on which year, of the total domestic revenue. That's what government takes out of the petroleum sector. But there are things that can be done, all right? What has been suggested that's been done is not a very sustainable proposition. I mean, but we'll deal with that later. Let me look at things that directly can be done today. One is our FX. The Bank of Ghana has been working hard at trying to stabilize our exchange rate. The problem you have today is that its interventions are not directly coordinated for oil to help suppress the price of oil. Today, those pricing petrol will be pricing petrol with an FX rate of around 6.6 or 6.5. But the Bank of Ghana releases FX to the country from time to time at a rate of about 5.9 thereabout. If government takes a policy position that oil has a cascading impact on all products and a general economic life, so Bank of Ghana dedicates your FX supply to the oil sector, will be able to reduce petroleum prices from the 6.7 today to about 6.2. That's a very significant reduction. All right, that is an immediate move. The other thing that I've suggested is for us to relook our taxes and see how we optimize it. I'm concerned sometimes that we're not putting in the right effort in rationalizing our tax and then our regulatory margin structure, which totals 2 cedis, 27 pesos on every liter that you buy today. 1 CD, 74 pesos thereabout, is what goes to the taxman, and then the rest goes, we call it regulatory margins, which are coordinated by the National Petroleum Authority and some government agencies. There are a number of things there that shouldn't be there. I've spoken about the boss margin, so I don't need to belabor that point. It makes no sense. You can't actually be double dipping on the citizens with that one. Our transportation margins are overpriced. I've recommended that we should auction our transportation. If government still wants to regulate the transportation cost, then let's auction it. When you auction it, you see how much that will crash, because there are a lot more trucks in this country than the country requires. But the rates rather keep going up. Who has seen that? When you have a state of oversupply, you have supply outweighing demand, prices really go up. That's at variance with any economics that I have studied as an economic policy analyst. All right, so there are things that can be done to significantly reduce our prices. But that's a decision government has to make. We can easily get our prices back to below 6 or just at 6 if we want to.